All right. Yes, sir.
All right, man. Yo.
Yo,
Good people, man. Look, it's your boy. It's your boy Eddie King, and we got the homie,
Young Sogs, the realist.
the realist, and this is what episode nine,
Episode 9.
episode 9 of the King's Table. I'd like to welcome y'all, man.
Welcome.
Before we even start, bro, I just gotta say, well, first and foremost, how you doing? How you doing, my boy?
Yo, good, man. Fucking, been kind of a longer day than usual, but,
Yeah,
we in it.
yeah,
Yeah, bro, like, honestly, like, I didn't even know if we were going to record this week because, like, I was planning to go down to Austin.
yeah.
I might have been, bumping that DVE on the way down, very,
Hey,
very
he put out
trippy,
put out a dope body of work, man. Shouts out to that man. We just had an interview with homie, man, and
Yo, go check that out.
go check that out for sure on Bandcamp. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yep. But yeah, man, unfortunately plans got canceled. But hey, either way, shout out to the homie Daniel and Sandra. Congratulations. And they got engaged this weekend.
Oh, okay. Hey, man. I wish we had a round of applause button. You know what I'm saying? But hey, shouts out to them, man. Hopefully, y'all have a fantastic marriage. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes, sir.
man, bro. If anything, man, before we can really start the show, we gotta hit that. Wakanda forever, forever.
Bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, we lost a very impactful actor to the culture. Not just of course, Black culture. You know what I'm saying? But he transcended that. He really gave us a voice and multi. In just that atmosphere of the real mainstream. Like he was a part of a movie that really pushed how excellent the African culture can be.
Yeah.
And his acting through Black Panther, even 42, the James Brown biopic, all of that, man. Like he has so many movies that he did that it's really sad to say that actor Chadwick Boseman has passed away as of what was it, the 27th of August?
Nah. Was it till 27? I mean, yeah, I guess so officially.
Yeah.
We only heard about it like, Friday, I guess.
Or was it 28th? 28th.
28th.
28th, yeah.
I mean, man, like,
Yeah.
about that. I mean, it's kind of sad. I just read like a tweet earlier today. I don't really get on Twitter like that, but like, it was reposted on like Reddit. But
yeah,
and somebody said like, yo, like it was somebody's kid talking to his dad, and he was like, hey, Black Panther died. Did he die of? Did he get shot by the cops, or was it because of COVID? And
wow.
I mean, it's just sad that these are the times that we live in.
These are the times that we're in. Wow, bro. Like
that really, like, man, that hit me hard. And I'm still kind of processing the whole thing, but like that just added a whole different dynamic to it. Like, like kid, he's an 8-year-old kid who asked that question to his dad.
Yeah, because that's what he's exposed to. That's like constantly he's exposed to, and these are the times that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
But like kind of going back to Chadwick Boseman, like it was completely like unbelievable to think he passed away of colon cancer, and he did those like not 42, right? And
no, that was way before. But
it was that was way before. Like
we're talking
2016 on, right?
Yeah.
This man really did Black Panther while having colon cancer, right? If you watch that movie, you will kind of understand why I feel like that's unbelievable that he was able to pull that off while having that.
And not just Black Panther, but like we're talking about Civil War,
Infinity War, even other movies that he's done. Like he released a movie like what a couple months ago.
Yeah. Or I might have been even more recent than that. I know I saw some on Netflix too. It was like that.
Right.
Five Blood. I still haven't seen it yet, but
man, me either. I haven't seen it, to be honest, but shit, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be prompted to see it now.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
21 Bridges, he did that.
I saw that too.
Uh, yeah, it's crazy. You never know what anyone is going through. So
That's true.
yeah,
It just goes to show, what a great, just character and strong individual, to even go through something like that on top
yeah,
of doing his regular stuff. I mean, I read stories about him visiting children in hospital, like who are
yep,
facing cancer themselves, and he was just there, smiling on his face. I mean, that picture's in my mind, where he was just like smiling with a kid. There's like confetti or whatever everywhere, and
yeah,
like, I'm just glad that that's how he's going to be remembered, in
absolutely.
a good light, and
Being a superhero in real life.
straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was really viewed that way to many people. And I mean, I would even see him like doing, like he did a speech at a HBCU that was really impactful that I saw on Friday, following his passing. And it's just like, and that's who he is. He's definitely someone that you can tell he was very compassionate and he really cared about uplifting, his people and just being that light to people in general. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh yeah.
with that being said, man, RIP Chadwick Boseman. There's so much
Yes.
that we can go on about, and of course, prayers out to his family, and our condolences.
Yo, and this is probably going to be, too late before when this comes out, but like tonight they're supposed to do, they're playing Black Panther on ABC.
Oh yeah,
No commercials, and
they shouldn't. For what? What y'all need that ad money for? Leave that alone. Y'all.
Yeah, and I mean, and they are doing like a little tribute thing to talk about like the whole like his battle and everything. So I'm probably gonna be tuning into that tonight.
Okay.
That's definitely gonna be something I think
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's probably something to check out tonight for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Man, bro. Wakanda forever.
Ever.
For sure.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man. Man, where should we even begin? Man? What has transpired lately that has really gripped our attention? Like the Tory Lanez versus Meg Thee Stallion, because it's super bizarre. Like I feel like that should have never happened.
Of course, I mean that goes without saying. I feel like it shouldn't have happened, but it's one of those things. It's just a very strange case that like
very strange.
We keep hearing more stuff about it as it goes, but like
yeah,
oddly enough, it's just it's Tory. Are we really surprised there? It's just the fact that it's Meg Thee Stallion. I feel like it's kind of like, how does she get caught up in this?
Well, but I know. Like whenever we seen Tory Lanez and like interviews and just clips or anything like that, like just kind of his behavior, kind of irrational behavior.
Yeah.
In certain instances, like we've seen it, but just to take it a step further and actually go out of your way and shoot a woman, that or have the gall, you know what I'm saying? Just to have the gall.
Yeah.
To actually take it a step further and pull that trigger and shoot a woman. That's bitch assness in its purest form, to keep it like a being. Like I can't get behind it.
That too at her feet, which is like, why? Like thankfully she's okay. Thankfully she's doing just fine.
Oh, absolutely, for sure, man. Much love.
Hey, had it like hit the wrong spot.
Yeah, it could have been way worse.
Could have been way worse, man. It could have been, she could have. And we hear these things all the time, and we just lost, Pop Smoke not too long ago.
Yeah, the gun violence.
That was
a whole like home invasion that happened.
And then even prior to that, like Nipsey, lost him to something similar.
Over dumb shit.
And this is what it sounds like. It sounds like dumb shit.
He passed away because of a sucker.
Yeah, and look, I mean, this kind of thing is just like, it's very sad that it's happening in the community, but like, I really don't understand like how. I really want to hear the other side of it, because we've heard Meg's side. Where she's like, exactly. That's what happened. She owned it.
Yeah.
And, shout out to her for being brave enough to even talk about that publicly. But like,
word.
you know, the whole. I want to hear the Tory side. Like, what really like got him so fucked up that he thought it was, you know, that it warranted pulling out his gun and just shooting. You
Yeah,
know,
that's yeah, I agree. I definitely want to hear his side, but then another part of me is like, what do you have this like? What can you say? You know
I
what
mean,
I mean?
right now,
And,
nothing clearly.
and that's the thing. We don't know everything.
Nah.
You know, we really don't know everything. This is the outside looking in. As much as people want to, you know, like be reactionary, and you know, we had our reactions, right? It's just human nature.
Yeah,
But
and I
ultimately,
mean, look,
yeah,
I really feel like something should happen, some kind of justice or something, you know, because clearly he was at fault. He was, you know, I mean, from what we're hearing,
from
and
what's being reported,
it was being reported, right?
I
You can
mean,
even say allegedly, you know, sprinkle that around
she
everywhere.
straight up said that he shot her.
Yeah, I mean, look, right now it's a he said, she said.
It's very yeah. It's he said, she said, and that's the thing. We still haven't even heard from the he said. We just heard from the she said.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's still an incomplete story, but as it looks like in the court of public opinion, looks very bad for Tory. Um, he's, you know, all the bad things that you can say about him just sounds valid at this moment in time, currently during this recording. But ultimately, there's still a lot that we have to unpack here. If I mean, for what it's worth, if there's even a little bit, like if there's even a hint of admission to pulling that trigger and hitting her, done. Done.
it's a wrap.
I don't want to hear anymore. I don't
No,
want to hear anymore. I don't want to hear anything else from that side. That's all I need. That's all we need to know. And that's it. So
yo,
yeah,
let's put a button on that, man. I mean, that's.
button on that.
I think you summed it up pretty.
There goes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So,
But
I mean, on the positive side of news,
on the positive side, for sure.
you know, let's kind of switch gears again. That 2020 double XL freshman class. I know we talk shit about it. I know we always got something to say about it. I hate the fact that it's still a thing because we haven't had a good class in a while.
So
And this one is
when you say a while, how long are you going for a while?
Look, what was
You
the?
didn't think last year was good?
What was it last year?
Last year was decent to me.
Last year was decent. Everybody kind of panned out. I feel like in some shape, way, or form.
Some shape or form. It actually turned out much better. See, that's the thing. These classes, you know, obviously it's hit or miss, right? But these classes, some of these classes really pan out, you know, over time, for real. And I think last year was a pretty solid class, if you ask me. In terms of the mainstream, you know what I'm saying? Like they definitely I think last year was pretty good. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's hit or miss. This one it feels very hit or miss to me. There's definitely some people I feel like we called out that were probably going to be on it for, you know, it was pretty obvious.
Y'all need to do y'all your little research and check out the previous. We had a previous discussion on this, man. I'm gonna give y'all a hint. Go on SoundCloud. We've had go to our SoundCloud page, man. We talked about these freshmen, some of the freshmen that are on here now making it. So you know, it's interesting how that all comes around. But back to what you were saying.
Yeah, man. I mean, and to expand on that, really, like, you know, some of these people that we mentioned, you know, we can just go down the list, like Polo G, put out a couple pretty good projects that I've heard recently. So definitely a spitter. So I like his stuff. I mean, I haven't heard a whole lot, but like,
me either. I've heard some, and I can tell he can rap. He definitely has that flow that is versatile between being able to bar up, but then he can like go into that melodic, you know, lane. But the emotion is still there either way he goes, right? And he has an affinity, like his beat selection, you know, there's some beat selection that's warm to the mainstream audience that you would expect, and then there's definitely some where it's mainstream, but it's still hip hop. You
It's
know what
still
I'm
hip
saying?
hop. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Stays
So
true to like just the art form, which I appreciate that. I think we don't get a lot of
yeah.
that out of artists these days.
Right.
Um,
Right.
and
Um.
I guess on the flip side of that, like we got NLE Choppa, who I was expecting like was going to be on this list.
Yeah, we called that.
We caught that one. That was I like his stuff, but at the same time, it's like a lot of the same. I feel like it's not it is
Yeah, that's
Memphis
true.
rap, so it's like kind of repetitive to me.
Okay.
And that's not a knock on like Memphis music, but
Yeah,
like
yeah, not a knock at all. You can tell he's still a young gun. You know what I'm saying? What would Meek say?
Young Gun,
What would
pardon
Meek
the
say?
pun.
Young bull, still a young bull. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a burst of energy.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a burst of energy. He's kind of like the that 6 hour energy shot. Is it 6 hour?
5 hour energy. He's 6 hour though. He's like one level up.
He's
like,
at one level up. You know what I mean? Like if you want energy while you're working out, you can put on some NLE for sure.
Yeah. I that is a good example. I would say, yeah, his music is very geared towards that, where you're just like in the zone, just trying to focus on like just working out or something, just trying to get some energy out and like.
Yeah, he's definitely an energy based artist, I would say. Not to box him in, but that's what we've been presented so far.
And look, like you said, not to box him in, but I feel like the whole like Shot of Flow series has probably been his best work.
Oh, hands down.
I know he probably doesn't want that to be his like
legacy
brand or his legacy, but like
as it stands
I
right
feel like
now,
that's kind of what it is. Like I don't really. I've heard of other songs like Camelot and all the other ones, but like it's like I feel like it's an extension of the same thing. But like I like the Shadow Flow series. It's really cool. Like he does that whole thing where he'll like switch up at the end of the song and just do like a little melodic shit. Like it's dope. I mean, it's very unique and like the fact that it's a whole series and he puts it out like on each project. It's like it's I gotta commend the kid for that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He's a kid, so like he has so much room for growth. But again, as it stands right now, we got a lot of energy. lot of energy.
Yo. Also, in a different sort of energy level, I would say. Harlow, man. I know I mentioned him before.
Jack Harlow, yeah.
Yeah, man. He I liked his
he's
couple of projects that he put out, but like he's got that energy type of thing too, but like in a different way.
In a different way, and he can actually channel that energy into some sort of like flow that has some lyrics to it.
Yeah.
He's not a super lyricist or anything like that. Let's not get it twisted. But he can definitely thrive. He can definitely thrive in like that mainstream like hip hop space, damn near. You know what I mean? Like I can see him taking that turn.
That like Post Malone route a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. And not just to say that because he's white or anything like that, but I definitely feel like he's definitely an artist to look out for. People wanted to give him shit, calling him a one-hit wonder for this what's popping, but I did a little, I did my research on some tracks, and he actually has some dope music to put out. You know what I mean? He can rap when he wants to. You know what I
mean? Yeah.
He can. It's
like the whole, and the thing is like I think what people don't want to either accept or just recognize is the fact that like he's from a different place. He's from I think he's from like Kentucky, right? Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, like the only Kentucky representative I can think of is Bryson Tiller. You know what I mean?
Which is like, yeah, and that's like a whole different vibe altogether.
Oh well, yeah, 1,000.
And like, it's cool to see somebody coming from a completely random place.
Yeah.
That, not a lot of rappers come out of, and I like that. I like the uniqueness of it.
Yeah, I love that. You're putting your city on, man.
Yeah, and like it's a testament to how hip hop has just penetrated like all of these different locales.
Yeah, like we've evolved from just the mecca of hip hop being New York, or going to LA, or just staying in Atlanta, or going to Houston, or Chicago. Like, bro, you have other places out here like
The Bay, like
yeah.
those are always gonna be there. I feel like.
Yeah, and now even you even got places where like Cole kind of put Carolina on the map. Even
Carolina,
though, to be honest with you, before Cole, it was like Ninth Wonder, or like those kind of like
who was it?
like Little Brother from North Carolina. All of that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, and then now you got like guys like the Baby and stuff too coming out.
Baby, and Stunning for Vegas from North Carolina or not?
That's a good question.
Which
we'll say
it should have been on the list, by the way. I just wanted to kind of put that out.
And we'll get there. Some people.
We'll get there. Yeah, my bad.
Who we got, man? Lil Keed. Have you heard of his stuff yet? Or like,
no, I haven't.
I heard a couple joints. Good, not anything too crazy.
What I hear about Lil Keed, and this is no knock to him, obviously, but what I hear about Lil Keed is that he's definitely a descendant of Young Thug, so that influence is like very
definitely feel that vibe.
Yeah, it's kind of like Young Thug, like kind of molded him to be like his successor, almost like one of his many successors, because Young Thug has a lot of kids in this game, as you know. So that's kind of what I get. Lil Kid, like literally Lil Kid of Young Thug, you know what I'm talking about? So I mean, no disrespect to the boy, but all in all, man, I should check out his music. I should give it a chance. I'm sure it's dope, but I haven't listened personally. Man, Lil TJ. We called this.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been seeing him, around quite a bit.
Yeah.
Always hopping on different tracks and stuff, and I've seen a lot of features as well, like from Lil TJ specifically. So
yeah,
I think it's a good call out. I think he deserves to be on this. Definitely put on a vibe lately. So
yeah, I see him running New York, you know what I'm saying? Like just that young wave in New York, one of the prominent artists in that whole regard.
And right now, I feel like the whole and this is kind of like the next person we're talking about, but like, the Brooklyn drill is kind of like the wave right now in New York, but like it's nice to hear somebody do a little different, kind of traditional New York stuff, which is like
for sure. Yeah, no, I agree. And might as well get into it, Brent, man. Fabio Foreign. Bobby. I fuck with the vibe.
Same.
Yeah, gang. You know what I'm saying? No, I fuck with Fabio Foreign, man. He's one of those. He's definitely like, I know my homie Howard can atone for this. Like he's one of those, like, I don't want to say forefathers, but another prominent figure in New York in terms of like the drill movement. We lost Pop Smoke too early, and to be real, like Pop Smoke should have been on that cover as well. He was supposed to be. I think he was supposed to be, but
I think we talked about this, right?
Yeah, we did.
We were like, it was either Pop or 5B, but I feel like unfortunately since Pop was gone, kind of just
they grabbed 5B.
They grabbed 5B. I mean, hey, look,
it's fine. That's okay.
It's fine. And shout out to him. No disrespect to him.
Yeah.
He deserves to be on the list too, rightfully so.
And I see him getting the big features in. You know what I'm saying?
With Drake and everything, like
Drake, Nas, like he's doing his thing. So shouts out to 5B. One down, man, for sure. And then, man, who else? Cowboy. Now, haven't really heard Cowboy, to be real with you. I really wish I knew more about the kid, but I don't really know much. So I saw his freestyle that he did the other day. It was cool. It was I kind of want to see the cipher, you know what I mean, so that way I can kind of see more of what his style entails, because the freestyle was short, so I'd like to see more of
like an actual.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Or I can listen to music, either or.
Yeah, and to keep it a band with you, man, like I haven't heard of Cowboy until
this list.
So, and in a way, that's kind of like a compliment to Double XL. Like y'all putting on people that people haven't really heard of, but like, now I'm introduced to him, so I might check him out.
Yeah, and that kind of goes with yeah, I guess
There's a couple people on this list I would apply that to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, we'll get there, but
yeah,
let's get to Rod Wave. Man, look,
what you think about Rod Wave, man?
He is the trap Ruben Studdard. Like, he is. I feel like I've heard that before, but ever since I heard that, it just kind of stuck. He's literally the trap Ruben Studdard.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
On the nose.
Oh my gosh. And he's dope. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not even trying to.
That's not disrespectful at all.
No, like, bro, the vocals are there.
For sure.
He has the octaves that, like, really, really have you like.
Yeah. It's a very interesting blend of, like, music, like you said. It is the trap Ruben Studdard. Like, it's original. You know what I mean?
It's original. It's original. It's original.
I haven't heard, shit like this since, and until I heard of Rod Wave, and like I just randomly just like came up in my Spotify playlist one day, and I was just like,
let me check this out.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting, man. Like, and look, I personally don't care too much for that slow style of music, but like I respect it, man. It's cool. He's doing his own thing, which that I can co-sign all the time.
Oh, for sure, always.
You're original, man. You're doing your thing. That's dope.
I love the fact that he's original, and of course, in a sense, he does kind of remind me, like, just the energy from him kind of reminds me of a Kevin Gates. I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that comparison too.
Yeah, but it's very soulful. He's a pretty soulful dude over these trap instrumentals, so that always makes an interesting kind of combo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
definitely agree with that.
Yeah, but no, shouts out to Rod Wave, man. Congrats on being on the cover.
Yeah.
Baby Keem.
Yo, I think that's another one we called. Like, I was like, this is a sleeper. Yeah. He gonna be on there.
Nah, Baby Keem is Baby Keem is dope, bro. Like, he so for those who may not know who Baby Keem is, from what I have seen, I've seen that he's like the cousin of K-Dot. He's the cousin of Kendrick, and I can kind of tell through like the inflections in his voice a little bit. Like, whenever because he's not a lyrical miracle spiritual. I mean, he still has shit to say, but he's definitely more like, he's definitely a vibe when you put him on.
For sure.
He's definitely a vibe. He's definitely. I don't want to say too much about his music. I just think you should check it out. He does have a project, you know what I'm saying? And excuse my language, but I don't really give a fuck. I'm gonna just say it anyways. Die for My Bitch is the name of the project. And like, that is
I'll allow it.
Huh?
I said I'll allow it.
I will allow it. Man, we uncensored on this podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? But
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Come on, man. Come on, man.
And I think we might have mentioned this before too, where he does have a lot of writers credits on a lot of songs that you might not know of. Like, Black Panther album, he was on there.
He was on the Black Panther album. That's true. He was definitely on there, but he's starting to come out more into the forefront, which is very dope. Always welcome to see people who are in the background, like those songwriters and all that, actually, give it a shot and actually put themselves out there. And he's a young dude as well, very young. I think he's like 20 or something, 19.
Yeah, he's pretty
something
young,
like that. Yeah.
I think like what you said, like ceiling's pretty high. So he's definitely gonna be someone to watch out for, I feel like.
Yeah, don't make the mistake of overlooking him, man. He's very dope. I think he has I hate to say potential. The ceiling is very high.
Definitely. Now the next two, keeping a band, man, I don't really know much about.
Here we go.
But maybe, so 24K Golden.
I don't have anything to say about him, to be honest. I think
I kind of feel like I might have heard like a feature here or something. Like, I don't know. The name sounds familiar. It's not ringing any kind of bells in terms of like.
Something tells me I've seen like a little interview clip that he did, but I never even heard his music. I'm sure he's dope, and that's the thing. Like, I don't want to make it sound like I'm shitting on any of these freshmen, but just to be honest, I haven't really heard anything. So either way, that's something, shouts out to Double XL, I guess, again, because I never even heard a dude, so
I might check him out, right?
Gotta check him out.
Last
Mulatto.
Last one.
Mulatto.
I kind of feel like this was I hate to say, but like kind of like, all right, we need a female on here, so
kind of like the checkbox for
checkbox, you know what I mean?
We got to get a girl on here,
female representation type shit. But you made it to the list, so
I mean, I can't even really be mad at this pick. Like, I feel like I've actually heard her spaz on some tracks, and I think with her, she definitely she's very young too. I think she's like 21 or something. Like yeah. So she has a lot of room for growth, but she's definitely one to she came out with a project called Queen of the South.
With that,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So kind of, analyze as you may what that entails, and then check out the project. But she can actually go when she wants to, bro. Like she's, she like just the energy is there with her. So definitely some good female trap in a sense. But I don't want to box her in. I think that she has a lot of room for growth, and we'll see how she pans out. Hopefully in a good way.
Yeah. Sorry, not the last one. I did realize we missed one. Chika, have you?
Oh, how could I forget Chika?
That's my
fellow Nigerian. My fellow Nigerian. Huh? That is my Nigerian sister.
Is she really?
Chika.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, man. She is, she's Nigerian. She even said it. She did the whole ABCs thing that they do for XL.
Double XL, yeah.
Yeah, she did that. And she, for the end part, she literally said Nigeria. I'm like, word? And she's like, yeah, I'm Nigerian. I'm like,
okay, yo.
Shout out, we got some Nigerian representatives in here, you know what I'm saying?
Yo.
So, and I actually heard her project. I think it's called Industry Games. And I'm with her, man. I like the fact that she's a lyricist. She's definitely a lyricist. She makes feel good, lyrical rap in a sense, but she has some bangers too. Like she has some very feel good and definitely more like soul searching type shit. And I appreciate that in this time of day. I always appreciated that. It doesn't matter even about the time of day. Like I've always appreciated that kind of content. So she has a lot to say. And I love. I'm going to enjoy seeing her grow in this shit, and I'm looking really forward to the cipher. So we'll see how that goes.
Same here. I think this cipher is going to be kind of interesting with the whole the way they're going to set it up. I mean, I don't know when if they've already shot it or not, but like I know they do things like in a weird timeline. So who knows how the cipher is going to turn out. I hope we actually get a cipher. That'd be kind of dope. I haven't really seen a good cipher since like 2016, where it was like
really
Savage and like
where everyone killed it.
Where I mean, not everybody, but like what I mean. Like it was where
because bro, I ain't gonna hold you. Like last year's cipher with actually with I think Corday and
Roddy.
Yeah, and Roddy.
Yeah.
So Roddy in that one too, and
I think it was Roddy in that one. Or
then Blueface was in that too.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed that one, and then also the one with the baby and Meg Thee Stallion. And
that was good. Yeah.
I didn't care for the white K. I didn't care for the white K part.
Oh yeah. With the exception of white K. With the exception of
Mosey's part, I'm not gonna hold y'all, was trash.
Yo, the memes are hilarious,
bro. Every time I click on it, these videos, I see. Just the air and Like the noise in the background is 10 times is better than that Mosley freestyle in the Cypher last year. Like, damn man,
Oh
y'all
man.
is that shit? Y'all just being yeah man. I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. We're not gonna spend too much time on that, but either
yeah.
way, bottom line, I think this is it's a pretty decent clash. I can't say shit, you know. That's
Shout out to them, man. I mean,
shouts out to them, you know.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, shouts out to them. But shit, with that being said, music, bro, music. Like,
Sure.
what exactly has been going on music wise, man? What's been in rotation on the Young Sogs playlist?
Yo, I mean, I got a few things. I mean, this list has been kind of steadily growing, not a whole lot, like just not a lot of stuff out, but
Yeah,
you know, the little loosies that we're getting here and there, like the Wash Us in the Blood Kanye joint, the Ego Death joint with Ty Dolla Sign and all them. Kanye was on that one too.
yeah.
Adventures of Moon Man and Slim Shady. I thought that was pretty dope.
That was pretty dope. Yeah, I heard
Collaboration
that
I didn't know I wanted, but
that's not what I expected from those two. I mean, Eminem, of course, but
definitely not Eminem. I did not expect that out of Eminem.
I didn't expect that out of Eminem. Well, no, I expected that out of Eminem. It was Cudi, really, that I didn't expect that because I expected him to be more like on the hook and more melodic, but he was definitely trying to bar up, which I appreciate.
Which is cool, yeah. I mean,
he's rapping more lately.
Yeah. And with M, I meant like, you know, I didn't expect that like he was actually gonna like. I thought it was gonna be like angry bars, you know, angry old Eminem bars.
Man.
Nah, it was actually like, you know, good,
conscientious,
nice little wordplay here and there too.
Of course.
And then yeah, man, that Pop Smoke album.
The Pop Smoke album is
in rotation,
very nice.
like.
Very nice. Very nice way to kind of, you know, put out a debut album for Pop Smoke. You know, despite his untimely demise, he's, you know, 50 Cent. Shouts out to him for being able to put that together and making sure that it was presented to the world the way it should be presented.
Did you catch the deluxe version, by the way?
I didn't.
There was a couple different tracks on there too, which I thought was.
Going?
Yeah, I was fucking with it. Yeah.
Okay. No, I'll check that out. Now, Deep Reverence, another Potamus, you know, feature in a sense with Nipsey.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, rest in peace, Nipsey. The Big Sean joint featuring Nipsey, and I heard this already in the Hit Boy versus Boy Wonder versus that happened like maybe a couple months ago. And yeah, they played like a clip of this song, and everyone was like, "Yo, what? Yo, like,
yeah,
hold on, like it's like Nipsey kind of descended down and had to bless the battle real quick with his verse, and then kind of went away. And then you hear the beat, and the beat is just like, shouts out to Hit Boy, man. You're having a moment right now, bro. You are coming out with some of your best, like your best showing.
Always been a fan of Hit Boy, man.
Yeah, like he came out with the whole Nas project that we'll talk about later, and even the half a mil. He did that as well with Dom Kennedy, you know, a California legend, if I must say so myself. So definitely check out Deep Reverence. Now, you want to talk about this next one?
Yeah, man. This new thing that just kind of popped up out of nowhere. I feel like, again, music we didn't know we wanted, but we got anyway. Internet Money. It's like I guess it's a collaborative. I don't know exactly what it is yet, but you know, it looks like they put out like a whole project with like a slew of artists, and you know, to name a few, like we got like Gunna, we got my favorite Nav.
Oh my gosh. No comment.
Moving on, we got Don Toliver, you know, Sway Lee, Future, like, and they're all like kind of spread out on different tracks, which is kind of cool. Like it's like a interesting, like, you know, project with various different artists. But like, you know, the two singles that dropped were like, you know, Lemonade and Thrustin', which I thought were pretty dope. Like I was really digging Lemonade.
Yeah,
pretty good, like summer song, you know, something just kind of like bump all chilling, I guess. Can't really do much right now, but like,
I gotta check him out, man. I
yeah,
feel
check
like
it
I'm
out.
sleeping. I really do feel like I'm sleeping. And I saw their project, like whenever I clicked on Apple Music, and I just saw like all the new albums that came out.
Yeah,
I saw their shit. So
yeah. Which I didn't know it was like a whole like album that was dropping. It was kind of out of the blue, but hey, I still haven't heard the whole thing, but like those few tracks that I have heard, I've been pretty impressed. So
yeah, yeah. Nah, definitely gonna have to check him out, bro. Most def.
yeah.
I think this track, "Good Morning," was actually the name of this track that Black Thought had come out with Pusha T and Killer Mike. And Black Thought is kind of automatic. It's kind of like with Nas. The lyrics will always be there with Black Thought. The cadence delivery is always there. I'm never gonna have to really talk about that with him because he's like a samurai. He's like a swordsman, a lone swordsman, where you just don't want to fuck with him because he doesn't even he can move an inch and you're decapitated. You know what I'm talking about with the lyricism. So, he killed it. Pusha, yuck. You know what I'm saying? Yuck. He came through as usual, but I honestly feel like Killer Mike stole the show, man. And I'm a Killer Mike fan, but not super fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always respected his rhetoric, always respected what he did in the community. His raps, obviously the bars are like, they're hard hitting, but I think he really stole the show on this track. He kind of tied everything together perfectly, and his delivery was just like, oh, what the fuck? Like, he kind of reminded y'all niggas, like, he does this, and he's been doing this for, 2 decades? So,
damn near, yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, he had to remind y'all one more time,
Yeah, one more time. But, man, another joint that I think we both can agree that we really fuck with is that Laugh Now, Cry Later,
man.
Featuring Lil Durk. Hey, man. It's around Drakes.
Yo, what the fuck was that video? Was that?
Yo, that video is hilarious, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nah.
Yo, towards the end where I don't know the name of. I don't know if he's a comedian or whatever. He was like, man, like, fuck out of here, nigga. Like, why are you crying in the? Why are you crying in the joint? Like, why are you crying on the camera?
I want to say it was like the producer or something, but like I don't know who the fuck that was. But yo, shout out to him. He fucking killed it. The delivery, everything was so funny. You're just like,
oh man.
Nah, I just had to like, having a warrior moment right now. Just a little cry.
Oh my goodness, man. Hey. I think now people are saying, or at least from what I've seen, like on Twitter and shit like that, I'm seeing people say, video of the year, and it's like, let's relax. It's a very good video, but let's let the year finish. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure ladies got something to say about that. If they mention WAP, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
And look, like, yeah, it was like a long ass Nike commercial, it felt like, but I just, I gotta say, like, I mean, this is for the whole different episode. We'll get into like, the craziness of Drake and whatever he is. Like, I gotta give it to him. He knows he's trying to be a GIF. He's trying to be a meme, and he does that with so much finesse. So shout out to him for putting together that video. That people were talking about. Like, it's got people kind of taking their mind off other shit. Really, is kind of what I'm trying to get at. So
okay, man, bro. Yeah, no, very well executed. I'm happy for Durk. Getting his look right now. He needs to stop going back and forth with 6ix9ine, bro. It's not worth it.
No,
man. Don't even put your energy into that.
That's another episode too. I feel like we can talk about 6ix9ine later.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that nigga, honestly. that's free promo. Anyway, we don't acknowledge rats. Now, you already know. King's Disease.
Yo.
The whole album by Nas. Fire. Well done, Nasir Jones.
Hip hop, hip hop.
Hip hop, hip hop. We got one, bro. We got another one this year, man. You know, I already told you my favorite album this year is Freddie Gibbs, the Alfredo joint.
Yeah.
But and I still got that on rotation. But this is right there. The King's Disease is like Nas did it again. This is a very refreshing album in this current musical landscape to listen to. I don't really have any complaints. The only thing I will say, I prefer the album without Spicy, me personally, like the very last track that was on like
kind of weird.
Like the bonus track.
It's a bonus track for a reason.
But right? It's a bonus track for a reason, but it's still a great song. But I just feel like it should have been like kind of released separate as a single, right? But that's just who am I, bro? Like, Nas, bro, you delivered, man. You delivered, and Hit Boy freaking delivered, bro. Well done.
Yo, definitely. Shout out to them, man. That was, I still need to listen to that project. I know you mentioned it, but like, I gotta go and like definitely like sit down and listen to it. You know, I gotta give it, proper respect.
Absolutely, man. And again with this Nas project, man, like he sounds like he really wants to rap again. Like he sounds very charismatic throughout the project. You even hear the little chuckles, like, you know what I mean, like towards the end of like the verse.
Yo, let me ask you.
Go ahead.
What did you think about the last one? The one was the last one Lost Tapes too, or
Nasir?
Nasir, right?
With Kanye, the Ye
joint.
The
one with Kanye, whichever one that was. What'd you think about that, man?
To be real with you, I see a lot of people give a shit. I don't think it's as bad as what people make it out to be, but I also think for sure, like you can tell that the connection was not fully made between the producer and the artist. Like you can just kind of tell. Like I don't feel like I even feel like the production and just the runtime for certain songs were just off. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like bro, what's that joint called with Ye and The Dream?
Oh shit.
I don't even know what that's called to be.
I forget,
not
man,
to be disrespectful, but I just sometimes like I skip it because it just kind of runs too long, you know? Like I don't have a problem with long songs, but just the production itself just kind of felt drawn out. But Nas's lyrics are always there. That's the one thing I can say with all his projects for the most part. The lyricism is always there. It's always there with Nas. But yeah, there's like a few joints from there that I can still spin to this day, like Adam and Eve, Cop Shot the Kid, the very first joint. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
And like I said, I still haven't heard
rushed.
one, but exactly, that was the thing. It felt rushed, but like it's just like you said, it's a mismatch of styles. Like Kanye has a very sporadic, and very just impromptu style, that he's kind of doing these days. I mean, he used to be where he would take time with it and just like keep honing. Now it's just like, nah, it's good the way it is, like and he likes the whole deconstructed kind of like impromptu
clusterfuck.
Yeah,
but not too bad of a clusterfuck because
it's still good.
It's still solid. Like it's like barely at the cusp for me. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, and yeah, I agree with that. And like there was definitely a couple songs on there that I was kind of like, whatever, not really feeling, but it was just dope to see them both work together, I guess.
I feel like, and I hate saying old Kanye or anything like that, but if this was like college dropout, late registration, yay, right? Like that kind of period, even graduation to a certain extent.
To an extent, yeah.
That kind of Kanye that was given the production to Nas, it would have been perfect, right?
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
It would have been perfect. Like
it suits him very well. It suits Nas's style very well.
Just having that breathing time, like for an artist, especially of Nas's caliber, and just a lyricist, right?
Yeah.
just being able to have that breathing room on the track, on the instrumental, enough pockets in there to really, get your shit off. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel too much of that with the Nas joint, the Nasir joint, um, to a certain extent.
Yeah, totally agree. I mean, but yeah, back to King's Disease, man. I heard a couple of joints. I haven't heard the whole thing, like I said, but like, the one like we were talking about Lil Durk, shout out to him. He's getting on songs with Nas now, which is kind of like,
and he actually did good on his part as well. Like these features from Durk are really dope.
Yeah, and I like that. I like that he's doing his own like little feature game right now. He's on a little run. He's on a little tear.
I'm here for it. I've heard too. Like just from what I've heard, he's 2 for 2 with the features. Even though he has plenty of other ones that have come out, but those two, the Drake one and the Nas one, really obviously stand out. And he rose to the occasion. So
which is cool to see. I mean, he's definitely talented. I feel like you said, he just needs to I think he just needs to focus a little bit more, and he'll become like a mainstay. I feel like in hip hop, in the modern era at least. But speaking of the next joint, man, that Cut Him In joint with Anderson .Paak and Rick Ross, man. We're both Ross fans, so
Ross fans, and I've been a big Anderson .Paak fan since the whole Compton album that he was on, and
Malibu.
My favorite joint from him is still the No Worries joint with Knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like that's still my favorite to this day. It used to be Malibu, but over the years it has just transitioned to that No Worries. Yes, Lord.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. That's like, slowly, like that became one of my favorite like ad-libs.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like
it's just a burst of this color, man. Like this colorful energy. He's very, very vibrant. Very vibrant.
Yeah.
He got the raspy voice, but the instrumentation is very colorful.
For sure. It's just like what he does with like his band too, like the Free Nationals. Like it's
breath of fresh air.
Yeah, man. It's you don't really see that. Like, but you know what? Like, and not to make this all weird, but like I kind of see that with you sometimes with like when you whole band together. It's it got kind of like that Free National vibe a little bit.
Oh wow. So, wow. Okay. That's love, bro. That's love. Thanks, bro.
For sure.
Yeah, like, yeah, man. He I can definitely say that, in a sense I'm inspired by his work to a certain extent. But yeah, man, I'm so proud of where he's coming. I mean, where he's been going. He's 3 Grammys in? I think he has 2 or 3 Grammys.
Yeah, man. I mean, you can't forget the nominations. And like, and this is not a combination I would have thought of, but hey, man, this quarantine got a lot of people working together you never thought would work together. So
yeah, man, like, bro, Ross and Anderson, whoo, man, but bro, honestly, like because Anderson, again, he's just very vibrant, like he's very like this burst of like this positive energy, right?
Yeah, like
but he's not corny. But he's not corny.
Not corny at all. Yeah.
Like he's able to do that without being corny. Like still very player, but very, you know what I'm saying? Like very smooth.
Yeah, very smooth. Like
very, very, very smooth.
That's like a perfect word to describe him, I feel like.
And that's how the track is. Like that's exactly what it is. Like Ross is smooth. Ross prides himself on being a smooth brother. You know what I'm talking about? And then you got Anderson on there who's just equally as smooth, but in his own aesthetic, own California, like just don't give a fuck aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, yo, and I ain't gonna lie, man. I was like low key. I was like doing that little hit, versus Ross dance. The fucking.
Yo, hey, I love Ross, man. Anyone who talks down on Ross, man, fuck him, because the whole Coptic, fuck him. Like y'all just y'all can't appreciate good energy. Good energy when y'all see it. So
yo, that's my officer. That's my officer, Ricky.
Oh man. Yeah. Man, yo, and you know, we couldn't go do this pod talking about music, what we've been listening to, without mentioning Cole. You know
Yo,
what I'm talking about? That Lewis Street little EP, if you want to call it that.
that little two pack, like we doing.
Man, to keep it real with you, the climb back and Lion King on Ice. So I had to warm up a little bit to Lion King on Ice for sure, just honestly. But the climb back, that beat is like crazy. That beat is crazy.
That's so funny. I was the complete opposite. I had to warm up to the climb back.
But wow.
Lion King on Ice, I was fucking with. So,
okay.
I don't know.
I guess because I'm not on the Lion King on Ice, like the beat, like it's very 808.
Yeah.
Very 808 friendly. And yeah, in the whip, it's like, I mean, both tracks are crazy in the whip, but that one specifically, like boom, boom, boom.
It's
like
slap, man. It's
a change of pace because I really followed that whole Lion King series that he did with his tracks, right?
Right.
You go from Simba to Grown Simba, and then Return to Simba. You know what I'm saying? And now you got Lion King on Ice, and I'm like, okay, so you're gonna kind of follow that same aesthetic like the other tracks, right?
Yeah.
Didn't.
It's just
that's why it kind of hit me like, this is not what I was expecting. But over time, it just I appreciated it more and more over time, and it gets way more plays, especially since it's smart that he released it as like a little mini EP, just a 2-track EP. Having Lion King on Ice play right after the climb back, like I'm not finna like move around on tracks. Like I'm gonna just, when I hear Cole, I just kind of leave my play button, skip button. I leave that all alone. I don't usually have to press that. So shouts out to Cole, man. Dreamville, man. Cole World.
Agreed, man. And I'm glad he actually put something out, which is like, we haven't heard in a while. So
yeah,
if this is kind of like a preview of the album, then
I'm excited, bro.
I'm here for it, man.
I'm here for it, man. I need more climbacks. I need more like,
yeah.
And he was like, bro, he's always rapping, but like, man, just his technical skill as a rapper has gotten better. It's gotten better. Like, he does it so effortless, but man, the hunger, you can hear the hunger on the climb back, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. It's kind of like the that's another episode topic too, the hunger rap,
yeah, the hunger rap.
It's got that vibe.
The struggle rap. And there's hunger rap.
Man.
There is a difference, but we'll
get there. We'll get there.
We'll get to that soon.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The shit, man. I think it's about time.
It's about time. Oh, I mean, is it, or should we ask the listeners, or should we tell the listeners who they should check out? Like, who should the listeners check out?
Shit, I mean, that's pretty much, all the stuff that I've said. I haven't really listened to like anybody new lately.
Yeah, same.
Maybe like, I guess if anybody I want to say like is those people on the XXL, like, yo, give them some love,
Yeah, give them some spins, and we're still giving them spins. Like, we haven't really deep dove on it, And to be real, like, I've really been working on my own shit personally. Like, I stayed up till damn near 5 last night, just working on
in the lab.
Yeah, in the lab, man. In the lab, just just really knocking out a couple records, man.
That's what's up.
My homie had sent over a beat pack, so I just kind of went through them. I caught the spirit. You know what I'm talking about? Caught that little rat.
Caught a couple beats. A little at the shoulder.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can like kind of replaying back and just be like, shit, okay, we're gonna keep that one. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man, yeah.
I can't wait to show that to y'all. But
sure.
Other than that, man, I guess it is that time. It's officially that time. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people who are still tuned in, it has been a dope episode. We can put this one in the books. Episode 9, right?
Episode 9.
Again, R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever,
We will
for
miss
real. And y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. You can check us out individually on Instagram. My Instagram is EddieDTX, EDDYDTX. You know what I'm saying? Saga, let them know your Instagram one time.
Yes, sir. SAGARPATEL 14, first and last name Sagar Patel 14 on IG. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever you got to do. We want to hear from y'all. We love the feedback.
We love the feedback for sure. This is the 1 year anniversary of my first music video called Summer Love.
Yo, go
if
check that shit out.
I'll check that shit out. I feel like there's been a lot of growth since then. You know what I'm saying? But you know, y'all can check that out and check out the album too, Shot the Mirage. Pick it up on all streaming platforms. But we're just gonna end it like that. And on that note, till next time, much love. Wakanda forever.
As always.
Indeed. Peace.
Have a good one, y'all.